What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Brawling John with another episode of How to Play. And on this episode, we are taking a look at Kyogre Rain. But you know me, when I feature restricted, I gotta throw in a little bit of spice. So, as most people might know, the Regulation G ladder is officially live, so go ahead and enjoy the Regulation G ladder on Cart, on Showdown. I'm really excited that the ladder is live. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos this month with all sorts of different restricted teams. And the first team of the month that I decided to use is Rain, because I had a feeling that the ladder was going to have lots of trick room, and I feel like Kyogre is just incredibly strong into the trick room matchup, specifically against Calyrex Ice. Kyogre's ability to just kind of stand in front of it, take loads of damage, and deal out loads of damage is really impressive, right? But let's focus on this team and what makes this team good. This team is centered around Rain, and one of our #1 Rain abusers is Poliwhirl. So a lot of people don't know, but Poliwhirl has the ability Swift Swim, which doubles your speed in Rain, and Poliwhirl also has a base 90 speed stat. So that means with minimal speed investment in Rain, this Poliwhirl outspeeds Calyrex Shadow Timid. That's really good, because what you can do a lot of times versus certain Calyrex Shadow teams is you could just lead Poliwhirl plus Kyogre. You can click Ice Wind and Water Spout. You will outspeed the Calyrex and you will knock it out. I calc the Kyogre to be faster than Calyrex at -1. So Poliwhirl double speed, Icy Wind, drop the Calyrex Shadow to -1, and then Kyogre can go ahead and hit a Water Spout. Now, there's a lot of different partners for Calyrex Shadow and Trick Room teams, things like Indeedee that want to use Follow Me, that just struggle against these two. You'll notice that they're both Terra Grass. This is mostly so that they can resist Rillaboom if the situation requires for them to be resisting Rillaboom, so that they can't be put to sleep by opposing a Moongus, so that they can sit in front of Ogerpon Water, because Water Ogerpon has been gaining a little bit of usage from what I can see on ladder tours and things of that nature, but Grass Kyogre is perfectly good into that. We just go Grass, and they can't really damage the Kyogre either. So yeah, it's just a really strong core, and the Poliwhirl, on top of being a speed demon, also has access to Encore and Weather Ball. So what's good about that is Weather Ball gives it a stab move where you could just do a little bit of chip damage on switch-ins. You can also do some good damage to Incineroar if there's a bulky Incineroar that keeps swapping in and out on you. Weather Ball is really good for that, and Encore is really strong. A lot of times people might protect in front of Kyogre, and or they might lock themselves into a move that they didn't realize they were about to get locked into, and that's where having a Swift Swim Poliwhirl comes in handy. So there'll be plenty of times where you want to Encore trap somebody into something. I'll give you a perfect example. Zamazenta with Iron Defense, right? Turn 1, those things love to go for Iron Defense, so you could go for like Icy Wind, Water Spout. They're usually Terra Water. They'll live the Terra Water, and then they'll set up an Iron Defense, and then you just lock them in. And then just like that, you have such control over the board state. And that's what I like about the Poliwhirl. It's not just a speed control demon, but when you really look at the fact that it has such a fast Encore, along with Weather Ball pressure, it just makes it really strong. The Protect is here so that we could double Protect in front of Fake Out, but let's get into some of the supporting casts here. This Kyogre is very fast. Water Spout, Origin Pulse, Ice Beam. I didn't really do anything crazy. The Kyogre does have some bulk, but this is mostly a fast, strong Kyogre. So we're looking to outspeed a lot of the mirror matches and a lot of opponent Pokemon as well. Now we have Landorus, who is our secondary damage dealer. Landorus, as you know, is amazing in Rain because of Sandsear Storm becoming 100% accurate, and that move from Lando with Sheer Force Life Orb is absolutely insane damage. Now, normally Landoruses like to be Terra Poison because of the mirror match and because it synergizes so well with ground flying, but in this case I went Terra Water for one particular reason, and that's the mirror match. What I would love to be able to do in a Kyogre mirror match is kind of lead Kyogre Lando, and then base how they lead. If they lead with their own Kyogre and I don't want to play the guessing game of who's faster, we could just go Terra Water and we can land some huge damage, right? And our third damage dealer is Urshifu with the Assault Vest. Now, this is a very bulky Urshifu. The reason why you want such a bulky Urshifu is not all Calyrex Shadow players are going to give you their Calyrex Shadow for free. A lot of them will play smartly, they'll keep it in the back. People are learning how to play with that Pokemon, and oftentimes it means not leading it or pivoting it in and out when you feel like it's in danger. So a lot of times if I lead Poliwhirl, Kyogre, I'm trying to do as much damage as I can, and then having Urshifu in the back with Terra Steel will allow me to win some end games versus some really strong Pokemon. And this Urshifu can eat up Astral Barrages like no one's business. And then last but not least, we have Amoonguss. We have Incineroar. I don't really gotta tell you about it. These Pokemon are broken. They're just so good. Pretty much any team that I have is very likely to have Amoonguss and Incineroar. I'm a huge Instant Amoonguss believer. Their synergy is just amazing. They support Rain really well. Amoonguss takes reduced damage from fire attacks, making it even stronger. Amoonguss walls Rillaboom, which is always brought as a counter into the Kyogre matchup. Amoonguss is just amazing, right? And with Sludge Bomb, it actually beats most Ogerpons. It beats the Rillabooms. It's really good into the Amoonguss mirror. This Amoonguss is just an absolute animal beast. And then Instant with the safety goggles, so that when we are playing against Amoonguss, we have a way to interact with it in a way that is favorable for us. But yeah, so this is the team. It's really fun. I hope you guys enjoy the Poliwhirl gaming. This Poliwhirl is freaking awesome, so I hope you guys love it. As always, if I can get 10 comments in the comment section down below, I will go ahead and drop the paste for you guys. The rental code's in the upper right hand corner, so feel free to try this team out on ladder. And thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'm a baby YouTuber, so every like, every comment, every sub, it means the world to me. Follow me over on TikTok. My name is Brawling John. Follow me on Twitch, Brawling John. All that good stuff. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, a comment, a sub, all of that. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. And we have Kyogre's mortal enemy, Miraidon. Miraidon in the house here. We also have Urshifu, Torn, Rock Ogre. There's definitely some interesting mons here for sure. I think I like the idea of going Poliwhirl, Kyogre. Just so that I can kind of set up some speed control here if they decide they're going to lead Torn. I definitely want Lando. And the question is who's my last mon here? Because I can just bring the Urshifu and kind of do hyper offense versus hyper offense. Because he doesn't really have any like support going on here on their team. Or I can bring in something that I can use as a switch in here, like Incineroar. The problem is there's really not too many good things that I want to be switching in on anyway. Amoonguss is okay. I actually feel like because Urshifu has the Assault Vest, he's probably going to be pretty good here. He also offers me Sucker Punch value, but Rage Powder is really good as well, right? Just being able to kind of siphon away any damage that I need to. So I guess I'll bring the Amoonguss here. We're going to be relying on Lando and Kyogre for the majority of our damage, but I think that's okay. I think that's totally fine. So let's see what they lead here. I mean, if they lead the Miraidon, which they probably will, that'll put me in a little bit of a bad situation. It's interesting that I'm running into like nothing but Torn teams. Yeah, Torn Miraidon. So this is like, once again, probably the worst case scenario for me. The rain does get set up, which is nice. I could just go Terra Grass here. And like, but the problem with Terra Grass is Bleak Wind Storm is just really strong, right? So I'm gonna go Icy Wind here. And then I guess I'm just gonna protect the Ogre, or I wonder if I just go for a hard switch now. I guess I'll just protect the Kyogre here. I think that's probably my best play, and then I can kind of see what he's going for here. He could just Electro Drift the Poliwhirl, and that would be pretty bad. He does Terrastalize here. You know what's so crazy? If they don't Tailwind, I could have just like Icy Winded Water Spout, and that probably picks up the Miraidon here. But he is going to go for Terra Electric, which is really interesting. Now, are you Tailwinding? because that'll kind of decide how this goes. He does Tailwind. If he targets down the Poliwhirl, this game's probably over turn 1. But it would be very interesting. He does Electro Drift into the Kyogre slot, so that does give me a little bit of a nice little chance here. So that's pretty good. Here comes the Icy Wind. Now, are you Covert Cloak on your Torn? That's also going to be pretty important here. Miraidon Speed Drop, and you are Covert Cloak. Okay. So, I can Terra Grass Encore him into that move. I kind of just want to go for another Icy Wind here, and then swap into Lando, I think is the play. That feels like the play for sure, right? I might take a Bleak Wind, but I think that's okay. I think that's okay. Alright, so Kyogre gets returned here. I'm expecting him to just attack into the Kyogre slot here. Because if he wanted to get rid of Poliwhirl, he could have did it on turn 1. Landorus takes a good amount of damage, probably more than I'm comfortable with. Electro Drift goes into nothing here, which is really good. So now I get off another Icy Wind, right? So this is really important. Why? Because now I can go for one more Icy Wind, and I should be able to outspeed their Miraidon here. So I could go for Sandsear Storm and just pick up that KO. I guess I'll go for Earth Power. Single target here should be enough. And then here we go. Should be a good turn for me. He goes for Bleak Wind. As long as no speed drop, please don't speed drop the Lando. Oh man, that'd be bad. Okay, so here's Icy Wind. Okay. And now we get Earth Power into the Miraidon slot, which is really, really good for me. Nice. Miraidon goes down. Perfect. Alright, so this is the power of Poliwhirl. You do have to get your targeting correct when it comes to your switch-ins and stuff. But this feels really, really good. I could conserve Lando for an endgame, I suppose. But it also depends what they bring in here. They're going to bring in Chen Pao. They're going to bring in Chen Pao. Okay, interesting. I probably just want to let Lando go down here, I think. I think I Icy Wind and then I could protect the Lando, but I don't think it's like the right play per se. I mean, maybe. How many turns of Tailwind do you have left? Last turn of Tailwind here. So maybe I do protect the Lando here. Alright, so Lando's gonna go for Protect. And then I guess I could bring the Amoonguss in next turn. Yep. Alright, Poliwhirl should live. Thank you. Night Slash. Oh, he crit me. Why are you Night Slash, by the way? That crit highly mattered, I'm pretty sure. I'm fairly certain that crit mattered. So now I bring in Kyogre. And So the Chen Pao is going to be faster no matter what, but he can't really hurt me, right? Man, I really want to Spout here. I really want to Spout. I mean, he's faster on both slots anyway. He doesn't really need to Tailwind is the issue. So I guess I should be Origin Pulsing, and then go for Sludge Bomb here. This is an interesting turn here. He does go for the Tailwind, so now the Chen Pao is indeed faster. Who does he target, though? He goes for Icicle Crash. I could have Water Spouted here. If I miss Pulse, I'll be pretty upset. But I think I still made the better play covering for all my opponent's options here. So here goes the Pulse. It's going to bring the Pao down to Sash, which is really good here. Because now I can bring in Amoonguss, I can go Terra Dark, and I can Rage Powder, right? So let's see who the last Mon is. Depending on who the last Mon is, we should win here. The rain does go away, which is a bit unfortunate, but let's see who their last Mon is. Ogerpon. Okay. Well, Ogerpon can't be Rage Powdered. So now all of a sudden things are interesting, right? So now I'm looking at like Terra Grass, like Origin Pulse, and can't Spore. Do I just Protect here? I think I actually just Protect the Amoonguss here. And, because he's gonna Ice Spinner the Amoonguss, and then he's gonna Grass Move the Kyogre, right? Okay, we do this, we do this, we do this, we do this. We protect, we protect, we protect. Alright, so if I hit Origin Pulse on Pal, we should win here. We should win, we should win, we should win, we should win. But this is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. I'm probably gonna need Amoonguss to Sludge Bomb this Ogerpon for the win here. Alright, so here goes Amoonguss Protect. Show me Ice Spinner into the Protect or Icicle Crash, whatever it is you're running. Yep. Yep. Perfect. Now show me a Grass Move into Kyogre. I probably could have spouted, man. Ah, that still did a good amount of damage. Here's Pulse. We missed the wrong guy. That is not great. Alright, I click Spout here. And I click Sludge Bomb. Alright, Amoonguss just has to live, right? Amoonguss, buddy, you just gotta live. What if he Icicle Crashes the Kyogre? Do I just Rage Powder here? I think I have to hit a Pulse. Okay. Alright, I'm Rage Powdering. I think I have to hit a Pulse here. Oh, this is gonna be close. Amoonguss, you got me? Oh, Amoonguss, you're so good. You're so insane, dude. It's not even normal how insane you are. Now I have to live an Ivy Cudgel. Now I got to live an Ivy Cudgel. Amoonguss, live it? It's free. It's free! Let's go. I could have Water Spouted and won instantly, but that's alright. Amoonguss clutches up, baby. Shout out to Kyogre. Poliwhirl doing its thing. GG's to my opponent. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. And we have Zamazenta Gouging Fire. These teams are actually really scary. You really do have to respect these teams. The only thing that's in my favor is they don't necessarily have good speed control. Sometimes it's hard to tell if the Zamazenta has the Wide Guard or not. But I think Poliwhirl plus Kyogre is probably correct here. We definitely want Lando in the back. Amoonguss is really good. It could redirect the Zam. Good into Rilla, good into Water Pond, decent into Giraffe, decent into Grim. The only thing that I'm scared about is I guess just not having enough firepower here and having the Gouging Fire kind of run through me. But I think Amoonguss is the correct bring here. And then we just need Kyogre plus Lando to do enough damage. Because Lando with Earth Power is going to do a ton into Zamazenta. Like a ton. And they're going to have Howl too, so I need to respect them. But let's see how this goes. It could go a bunch of different ways. It's a very interesting matchup. I haven't tested too much against Zam with Kyogre, because the matchup can feel a little bit strange if they're carrying Wide Guard, but most of them aren't. See, what's interesting about this is this is probably Wide Guard Trick Room? Like, I feel like this is Wide Guard Trick Room. But I also don't know. I'm down to Icy Wind and Spout. And if you're just Wide Guard Trick Room, then you're Wide Guard Trick Room. You kind of got me, you know? But I think Icy Wind... Oh, okay, he swaps out the Giraffe. Okay, so then this is good. So then Icy Wind is about to go crazy here. Are you protecting the Zam? Because Grimmsnarl's out of here. They protect the Zam. Okay, so I get Grimmsnarl for free here then. Oh, this is so good, dude. Poliwhirl is so good. Oh man, you just literally Icy Wind. That'll break a Sash just in case it's Sash. And then there's no way he lives Water Spout, I don't think. But yeah, and if he's Protect, he definitely does not have Wide Guard. So now we know that they don't have Wide Guard, they don't have Grim, they don't have Screens. We just Icy Wind, Spout, Icy Wind, Spout, Icy Wind, Spout. If you have the Gouging Fire, now's the time to bring it. Rillaboom. Okay. Okay. So that's interesting. What we want to do here is we want to Icy Wind still. And then we want to protect. I could Terra Grass, but even if I go Terra Grass, they could just fake me out as well. So I do want to take the turn to protect. And then that way next turn I can just go Terra Grass, Water Spout. And kind of no matter what my opponent does here, I should be okay. They're Water Zam, so that does suck. That does suck. But this still sets up a late game with Lando that should be really, really good, right? Because I can still hit Water Spout, even though you're water and grass, it's still going to do a bunch of damage. Alright, so they go for the Fake Out into the Kyogre. I figured they would. That's why I get a nice little Icy Wind right here. Shout out to Poliwhirl, just always putting in pain. Absolutely love to see it. Alright, so I get the double speed drop here. That's good. He sets up an Iron Defense. Okay. Okay. This is fine. This is all fine. Maybe it's not fine. Oh, I could just Encore him, right? Just literally Encore, Terra Grass, Ice Beam the Rilla. Or start Water Spouting. That's a good play, too. Just trap him into Iron Defense. That's a pretty good play. Alright, so Kyogre goes Terra Grass here. Sorry that I wasn't really talking there for a couple seconds, but I had to really think that one out. I'm like, wait a minute. I have Encore. And Encore is really, really good here, right? Just trap him into a setup move. Alright, so now this guy's stuck in Infinite Iron Defense Tsukiyomi. And now these Water Spots and Ice Beams are going to start hitting. Woo! Even resisted Rillaboom is taking the whammage. Nice Iron Defense. I would have never seen it coming. Woodhammer the Poliwhirl, honestly. Ah, okay. Damn it. Wow, that did a lot. Was that a crit? Holy. Good lord, man, your Rillaboom strong. Sheesh. I guess Icy Wind and Ice Beam? Good lord, that Woodhammer did so much. I could have considered switching into, Lando, I guess? Okay. Okay. This is all good. So now we've trapped him into his last Mons here. So the Zam is like guaranteed to stay slow. And he needs to pressure my Poliwhirl, or else I'm just going to keep Encoring him. Which is really, really good. Alright, so let's see here. They heal up. 1 second, my job is calling me. Let me just say 1 sec. Oh yeah, that's right, they have Giraffe in the back. Yeah, this is just fine, right? This is literally just Icy Wind him again. And then I guess I Water Spout here? I mean, I'm pretty healthy. Maybe I should have Origin Pulsed here. But I feel like Water Spout is correct. Alright, here comes the Water Spout. Good damage, good damage. Okay, there's the Iron Defense. They do set up Trick Room. Okay, so I was kind of expecting that a little bit. It's definitely a good play to make. The thing is I have a Moongus in the back. So, like, I mean, I Icy Winded Zamazenta a bunch, so he might still be slower than a Moongus, but this should still be fine. Zamazenta ended its Encore. So, yeah, they made a good play here. So what I want to do I need the rain? I don't need the rain, right? I just go for Encore into the Giraffe. And then protect the Kyogre. Okay, so they kind of got me. Uproar. Alright, well, Encore was a waste of time then. Goes for Body Press. Yep. Okay, so now... I guess I do need the rain, huh? Alright, so now... Oh, and the Uproar, so he can't, so I can't Spore him. That's insane. Alright, so swap this guy to a Moongus. And then... Could swap it to Lando, but I think I just gotta let the Kyogre go here. Or do I swap it to Lando? Okay, this is tough. This is tough. Yeah. Okay, they doubled the Kyogre slot. Okay. Alright, now we pray. Now we pray that Lando could one-shot the Zam. He probably can, though. I mean, Earth Power is clearly OP. Okay, so Rage Powder and Earth Power into Zam. Alright. Lando, I need you to clutch. I need you to clutch it up. There's the Uproar into a Moongus. Does like 0 damage. Body Press into a Moongus. Does like 0 damage somehow. Because this Pokemon is so clutch, dude. God, Amoongus is broken. Big Earth Power? Big Earth Power? Oh, no, 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 no. That didn't kill. How many turns left in Trick Room? Last turn of Trick Room. Okay. Double Protect. Double Protect. Double Protect for the win. Double Protect for the win. I forgot we were stalling out Trick Room that whole time. Okay. Okay, Uproared into Protect. It's fine. Behemoth Bash. I don't know if Behemoth Bash would have killed, to be totally honest. Farigiraf ended its Encore. The Twisted Dimensions return to normal. So, I Rage Powder, or do I Spore? He's faster is the thing. I need Earth Power to kill. I'm gonna Rage Powder. Alright, Earth Power, don't fail me now. He did not protect the Zam, by the way. That's insanity. Please kill. Oh, Lando, you're so good. You're so good, Lando. And a Moongus. So good. So. Amoongus is not playing with you. Stop playing with Amoongus. GG's. Shout out to my opponent, but they got a Moon Guide. Yeah. Alrighty, here we go. And we've got a Ho-Oh team. Wasn't really expecting to see so much Ho-Oh. But this is interesting. Their team's basically got a lot of balance here. So getting the speed control should be relatively easy for me. I mean, I guess it could always be Tailwind Ho-Oh. Also, keeping the weather control seems like really good for me as well. So I'm going to go Poliwhirl Kyogre here. We're going to have Lando in the back, which should feel really, really good. And then the question is, who do I want my last Mon to be? Amoongus is pretty good here, but I feel like Incin is probably the play. I think these 4 are good. I'm wondering if I even need to bring the Poliwhirl, right? Because chances are my Kyogre will outspeed their Ho-Oh anyway. But they do have an Urshifu. I guess it could be Scarf Shifu. We'll just bring the Poliwhirl to be safe here. I mean, this is a Poliwhirl team. But I do think there's a world where I leave the Poliwhirl home and I actually just bring the Amoonguss instead. And I could go for something like Rage Powder, Water Spout. It's almost the same exact thing, really. And then depending what they lead, it's even better, right? But let's see what they go for here. They go Raging Bolt and Dark Shifu. Raging Bolt and Dark Shifu is kind of crazy. I want to make a play that I probably don't really want to have to make, but I think I should. Which is Icy Wind, Terra Grass, Water Spout here. Because I think I'll take Thunderclap pretty well. And then I really want to knock out this Urshifu, like, as soon as I can, right? And then I can swap in the Lando for later. But yeah, this Urshifu is very threatening, so I think this is the play I want to make here. I just hope that Water Spout is still enough damage to take out the Urshifu. He could also just double priority me, like Sucker Punch plus Thunderclap. But I think he just Thunderclap Wicked Blows the Kyogre slot, as he should. So I feel like Poliwhirl's really, really good here, right? So, oh, they do not Thunderclap. Oh, that's so good. So I'm definitely going next. Poliwhirl with the Icy Wind's going to drop both of their speed by 1 stage. This should allow Kyogre to outspeed even the fastest of Urshifus. Big Water Spout and Rain. Got him! Big, big Poliwhirl. All right. Yes, yes, yes. And then he goes for Electro Web. Okay. So Electro Web is a bit frustrating, but this is still fine, all things considered. I might wanna Icy Wind and then swap in Lando next turn, maybe. Or I could just swap in the Incin too, make sure I get into a good late game position. But let's see who they bring out here. Alright, so they bring out the Ho-Oh. That's fine. So I'm gonna go for Icy Wind. And then I'm actually going to swap into Incin here. Because I want to see what this Ho-Oh is going to do. I want to see the Terastallization. I want to know if the Ho-Oh is Clear Amulet or not. I'm actually a big believer in Clear Amulet Regenerator Ho-Oh. So if it is Clear Amulet, my Kyogre cannot be -1. It's actually very important that I reset this Kyogre's speed tier, right? So let's see what's going on here. We bring out the Incin, which is good. Now we're going to find out whether or not this Ho-Oh is Clear Amulet. And it is. Okay, so that's a little bit scary. Especially now that it's going to Terastallize, that could be scary. But what's good, though, is now, next turn, if they could take out the Poliwhirl, now I can go ahead and pressure with Fake Out, or even Flare Blitz, now that they went Terra Grass. Alright, Thunderclap the Poliwhirl. Oh, wow, that actually picks up. That's kind of crazy. Alright, and a Brave Bird into Incin, which does a lot of damage, honestly. So now I just bring in Lando, right? I just bring in Lando and I hit Sandsear plus Fake Out into Ho-Oh. I feel like that's clearly the play. Sandsear Storm, and then Fake Out the Ho-Oh. Because then it's going to remove the Raging Bolt, and then that'll set up an endgame where my Kyogre should hopefully be able to win. I'll be able to have super effective Sludge Bomb into the Ho-Oh slot too, which is pretty cool. I feel very, very happy with how I'm playing this game right now. But I will say that the Thunderclap knocking out the Poliwhirl, I mean, I guess I was only at like 55% health. It does make sense. I'm just so used to this Poliwhirl just tanking everything. He's just so bulky. You really wouldn't expect it, but that Eviolite just kind of goes crazy. Alright, so they swap out the Raging Bolt here. But what wants to take a Sandsear Storm? Amoonguss? He doesn't really want to take a Sandsear Storm. But looks like he will. Alright, so that's big damage here. I'm probably going to Sludge Bomb the Ho-Oh slot now. Sludge Bomb the Ho-Oh slot and Flare Blitz the Ho-Oh slot seems good. Because he really wants to get rid of my Lando. Or do we just get rid of the Amoonguss here? Sandsear Storm, and then... I mean, I guess if I let him put me to sleep, he still can't really hurt me, right? Like... Yeah, I'm just gonna go for a Sludge Bomb. I'm just gonna double the Ho-Oh here, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna double the Ho-Oh. Because Kyogre should still beat Raging Bolt in the end. Nice. Okay, so Sludge Bomb takes out the Ho-Oh. Let's go, BB. Now, I might get spored on my Lando slot, but I think that's okay, right? I get a Flare Blitz off here. In retrospect, I should have knocked off because I would have got rid of his Citrus Berry. Oh! Was that a crit? Alright, Ensign. Tell me how you really feel, bro. Alright, so my opponent's probably upset about that, but I'm pretty sure I won this game either way here. Let's just be honest. Sandsear Storm and Parting Shots. Alright, and the battle was canceled. GG's, shout out to my opponent, but Poliwhirl was just too strong for him on this day. Yeah, alrighty gamers, Poliwhirl going absolutely insane. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm not going to keep you here. Just drop a like and a comment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a great day, everybody. Yeet.